Hi, do you need learning reading help? This is Bonnie Terry here, and today I want to go into a little bit of some of the refinement with learning reading help that you need. Learning reading is actually comprised of many different facets, some of which are visual processing, some of which are auditory processing. And amidst that, there's actually 9 areas of visual processing and 9 of auditory processing that are going to affect learning reading. And one of those is auditory memory, and that's what I want to talk about today. Auditory memory is not just the ability to repeat back, word for word, whatever I said. For instance, left, right, center. And you can repeat back, left, right, center. That is one important skill that you need. However, there's some more refinement in auditory memory. For example, if I were to say, which word would go with boy, dress, man, or ball? You think to yourself, boy, dress, man, ball. And so you're repeating it back. But then you have to process it and think which one would go with boy. Oh, that's going to be man. Another example would be if I were to say eggs, bacon, toast. You could repeat that back pretty easily. Eggs, bacon, toast. But if I were to say, which was the second word that I said? You have to think to yourself. You might even repeat back, eggs, bacon, toast. And then go, oh, it was the second one. So that's the ability to utilize what you have heard. It's really critical in reading and to being a successful reader to have that ability to not just be able to remember what you've heard, but to also be able to utilize what you've heard. For example, the ability to remember the name of the letter and the sound that it makes, and then put that together with the next name of the letter and sound it makes, and the next name of a letter and sound that it makes, in order to put a word together. If I were to have k, a, t, I'd have to remember those sounds, k, a, t, and then pull it together to make the word cat. And then to be able to utilize it and realize that, oh, it's a cat, and what can I do with that? So there's a little bit more involved with auditory memory besides just the sheer regurgitation of the series or whatever you've heard. It's not just pressing the button on a tape recorder and, hearing it directly back. You need the ability to actually utilize that information. And that's why sometimes kids can remember maybe song lyrics and things like that, and yet when it comes to actually being able to process and retain a lecture, they're clueless. There's different processes going on there. And, the ability to actually process and utilize the information versus just repeating it back word for word. Hope this is helpful. For more tips, please subscribe to the videos and sign up for our free teaching tips on the blog. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.